Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Meri Brown, a prominent player in the long-running reality television series Sister Wives, has captivated fans for more than a decade. Meri has demonstrated great endurance throughout her trip, but beyond that veneer is a vulnerability that many viewers have identified and empathized with. Despite the difficulties she has had in her plural marriage with Kody Brown, subsequent revelations indicate that Meri remains emotionally susceptible, particularly over her continuing bond with Kody. This vulnerability is not a passing feeling, but rather a profound emotional reality created by years of shared history, unmet expectations, and the difficulties of multiple marriage. Meri's fragility dates back to the beginning of her relationship with Kody. Meri, his first wife, embarked into their marriage with the goal of creating a family based on mutual love, respect, and spiritual dedication. For a while, those dreams looked within grasp. However, as Kody grew their family by marrying more spouses, Meri found herself increasingly marginalized, both emotionally and relationally. Robyn Brown's entrance represented an especially poignant turning moment. Kody's developing fondness for Robyn, along with his emotional detachment from Meri, left Meri feeling abandoned and inadequate. Meri and Kody's emotional isolation became even more apparent with the major catfishing controversy that broke in 2015. Meri became involved in an online connection seeking companionship and approval outside of her damaged marriage, which eventually turned out to be a deceptive trap. Rather than responding with empathy and understanding, Kody utilized the scandal to further justify his emotional distance from Meri. While Meri publicly apologized for her behavior, the severe emotional wounds created at the time have lasted ever since. Those wounds have continued to feed Meri's emotional sensitivity, keeping her in a constant state of hope for reconciliation, while also acknowledging the improbability of it ever happening. Even while Meri has shown courage in pursuing own goals such as her bed and breakfast business, and ventures into autonomous self-improvement journeys, the shadow of her relationship with Kody looms large. Viewers of Sister Wives have frequently noticed Meri alternating between moments of forceful independence and emotional weakness. This dichotomy represents the severe psychological conflict she is experiencing. On the one hand, Meri understands that she deserves love, respect, and fulfillment. On the other hand, years of emotional commitment in her marriage to Kody have formed a tie that is tough to cut completely. Meri's sensitivity has been seen in multiple devastating exchanges with Kody on recent seasons of Sister Wives. His revelation that he no longer considers himself married to her, combined with his obvious lack of emotional commitment during their conversations, has confirmed Meri's suspicions. Despite this, Meri frequently holds out hope for emotional repair. This optimism, however feeble, reflects the extent of her emotional attachment to Kody. It's not only about romantic attachment. There's also a deep sense of loss for what could have been, a life of shared dreams and mutual affection that never came true. Furthermore, Meri's vulnerability is exacerbated by the distinct dynamics of plural marriage. Unlike monogamous partnerships, where emotional fulfillment can only be found with one partner, multiple marriage provides a complicated network of emotional allegiances and rivalries. Meri's status as the first wife put her in a hazardous position as additional brides joined the household. The appearance of Robyn, who many viewers regarded as Kody's favorite, weakened Meri's position even further. Meri has repeatedly experienced heartbreak as a result of feeling replaced, not only as a romantic partner, but also as a key emotional confidant. The broader societal and familial environment exacerbates the emotional upheaval. Meri has frequently discussed the value of family unity and her dedication to plural marriage values. Walking away from Kody would not only destroy a romantic relationship, but it would also risk shattering her bonds with her extended family and the greater community in which they live. This web of interconnected emotional relationships adds to Meri's continual fragility, as leaving would result in both personal emancipation and tremendous emotional consequences. While some fans have voiced irritation with Meri's perceived reluctance to move on from Kody, it is critical to recognize the vast emotional complexities at work. Meri isn't just sticking to her failing marriage out of stubbornness or denial. Rather, she is dealing with the consequences of decades of emotional investment, spiritual dedication, and familial connection. Her fragility demonstrates the human potential for hope, despite overwhelming evidence to the contrary. As Sister Wives continues to document the Brown family's developing relationships, Meri's story is a moving exploration of emotional resilience and vulnerability. Her openness to communicate her emotions, doubts, and desires with the audience has made her one of the show's most relatable characters. In doing so, she has emphasized the often unnoticed emotional toll that complex relationships may have on people. Despite the grief, Meri's journey is distinguished by more than just her vulnerability. Within that vulnerability is a quiet strength, the ability to show up, keep hoping, and pursue personal improvement in the midst of tremendous emotional loss. It's unclear if Meri will finally choose to renegotiate her relationship with Kody, or forge an entirely new route. What is evident is that her vulnerability is not a flaw, but rather a sign of her enduring humanity. It demonstrates the complexity of love, devotion, and the fundamentally human urge for connection, even when that connection has been tested to the breaking point. In many respects, Meri's experience represents countless others who become embroiled in relationships that no longer serve them, yet are difficult to leave behind. It's a narrative of hope tempered by realism, dreams clouded by disappointment, and strength shown through vulnerability. As people continue to follow her path, Meri Brown remains a symbol of the pain and perseverance that define the human experience of love and grief. Sister Wives stars. Is Meri Brown still vulnerable to Kody Brown? It appears that supporters are beginning to believe this is what is going on. During the tell-all, supporters recognized that this is most likely what was going on. During this, she curiously defended Kody and Robin, which fans couldn't understand. Meri is the only one of the spouses who maintains a relationship with Robin. There is a lot to discover and unfold. Keep reading to learn more about the problem. Kody Brown left with only one wife. Kody Brown was married to Meri, Christine, Robin, and Janelle. However, Meri, Christine, and Janelle chose to end their relationship. Christine was the first to quit. She was no longer pleased and saw no need to stay. Janelle and Meri chose to go as well. Since their departure, everyone has been living their best lives. Christine is remarried. Janelle is discovering a passion of gardening. All three are enjoying their time with their children and focusing on themselves. Fans were proud of their decision to leave and are pleased with how they have changed. Kody Brown has only one wife remaining, Robin Brown. Kody did claim that he was done with polygamy and would not do it again. He tried it, but it did not work out. So he's not going to try again. Robin, on the other hand, has had a devoted following from the start. They believe she is a superb manipulator and are fed up with her. Viewers believe she cries all the time for no reason. Robin has been the least favorite from the beginning, so this comes as no surprise to most people. However, they believe Kody and Robin are a wonderful match because they are both manipulators.